What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Rugens here from Punta Cana. Somebody asked me 2 or 3 days ago whether you need a car, a private transport here in Punta Cana if you want to live here, and the answer is yes, because the public transportation here sucks. There are like 4 types of transports here if you want to move around. Either you have your own car, public buses, taxis, or motor taxis. And the only one that I can recommend besides your private car is a taxi. But I already talked about it. Cabs here are very expensive, and if you were to use them as your main transport, you would go broke. Okay, now let's talk about coronavirus. Just to give you a little update, we are now with more than 31,000 cases and over 700 and something deaths, and it keeps going up, and I don't think it'll stop now. And also I wanted to talk one more time about facial mask. When you're coming here, please remember to bring your masks with you. Been watching the news, people in the US are making like a big deal out of the mask. Please, if you're coming here, bring your mask just to prevent bad surprises. And also guys, you have to bear in mind that it'll be some limitations in some of the services in the resorts. At least in the restaurants it will be a little bit easier because you know, the resorts here, they're big enough to accommodate a certain amount of guests. So today is Sunday, June 28th. It's the first day without a curfew since all this craziness, all this madness started. As you guys may remember it, first we used to have the curfew from 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. Then they changed it from 5 p.m. until 6 a.m. And then they changed it later from 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. And now we don't have any more curfew. The president of the Dominican Republic, Danilo Medina, he gave a speech 2 nights ago where he said he's not going to ask for another extension of the state of emergency. What I don't understand is what's the point of not having a curfew when the businesses still cannot open after 8 p.m. So everybody can be in the street, but there is nothing open. This is like I don't know if you guys can explain this to me. He referred to the reopening of tourism in his speech on Friday night, an address that occurs in the final phase of the state of national emergency due to the coronavirus pandemic, and in which the president addressed the 4 major challenges facing the Dominican Republic. He said he knows that there are still many Dominicans who need and await the reopening of their activities to survive, and of course, he wants to help them do so. The tourism sector is perhaps, for him, the most emblematic example of this, although not the only one. Hundreds of thousands of jobs depend within the country, directly or indirectly, on this activity that has suffered greatly with the pandemic. For this reason, his government has proposed that they begin gradually to resume their activities. Without a doubt, this will bring relief to many areas of the country that live largely on tourism, but it will not be without risks, Medina said in his speech. And also, it's official, July 1st, the Punta Cana International Airport we received the first flights. It's 7:45 right now, 7:45 p.m. and for the first time in the past 3 months, I've been able to be outside this late. Right now we're in front of the Cocobongo disco. As I told you in one of my videos that I like to come around here and hang out and walk. And on a regular day, you normally have a lot of people here, a lot of kids running around, playing. You have a nice Dominican restaurant behind this big Spider-Man here. It's usually full of people eating. And right now, as you can see, we are allowed to stay out, as I was saying. Unfortunately, the businesses have to close their doors. So I'm in downtown Punta Cana, and I'm right behind the KFC and the downtown car wash. And where I'm at right now, it's exactly at well, this street here, it's not really a street, it's right in front of the Cocobongo disco, but normally they call it Hunger Street. Why? I don't know why. But here normally we used to have lots of restaurants and bars. As for instance, this used to be a 4 Jack bar, and this used to be, I think, a Mexican restaurant or pizzeria. Well, one of these two used to be a Mexican restaurant and the other one a pizzeria. And this one used to be like a Jade teriyaki or teriyaki. The one next to Jade used to be like a French restaurant. Now it's a cigar club. I don't know if they will open back. And as you can see, they are all empty. So Fort Jack is no longer here. Jade is closed. The Mexican restaurant is out. The pizzeria is out. And right here you have this big cup. So the story behind this is a World Guinness record for the biggest mojito in the world. And it was organized by these people here from Fort Jack. So this is the bar that we used to have here. So they actually made the biggest mojito.